for you guys in the beginning of your business when you want to start your hotshot business. You want to get in the truck and you serious, you amped up and you motivated about getting started. I came up with an awesome strategy for you guys. Now it's gonna take 3 people, so it's gonna be you, 2 of your family members, or 2 of your closest friends. But this is gonna take 3 people for this strategy to work. This strategy is called the triple threat. Now, in the beginning of your business, before you start everything, as far as your business formation go, if all 3 of you guys are going to be owners of this, I do want to let you know that. So you're going to have to set that up as a partnership. Now, if it's just going to be one owner, then that will be a single member LLC, and then the other 2 people will just be employees. Y'all can work it out however y'all want to, but I just wanted to say that to start. So let's talk about this strategy that I created and formulated for you guys. Let's check it out. And this is, I actually did this strategy myself, so that's how I know it works. Because as a driver, you're trying to be a dispatcher and you're trying to drive, you're trying to do all those things. You get burnt out so fast because it's like, man, okay, I'm finding a load. It may take a little while to find a load. Now you got to get it booked. Then you got to send all your proper paperwork in. The rate come, you got to get that signed. You got to send your authority letter in and all that. So it's just a lot. So this strategy here, it really helps you run an effective hotshot or trucking business from the gate, from the beginning, and you can grow from here. So let's get into it. Let's get right into it, man. All right, this is called the Hotshot Team Building Strategy. I call it the triple threat. And the reason I call it triple threat because it's going to take 3 people. Your dispatcher, you need roles. Dispatcher, driver, and you need an accountant slash manager. Now, the reason roles are important because a lot of times when we start businesses, man, and we, even going in with family or just you starting your own company, and then you're trying to hire people and all that, you don't have specific roles. And you want to start off with, okay, knowing, even though I'm an owner, what's my role? Is this my brother? He's the owner as well, but what's his role? We all have to have roles in a company in order for it to grow. So I said that to say this. Let's keep going with this. Let me show you this strategy, man. This is awesome. I'm excited about it, as you can tell, because I'm like, this can really help a lot of people, especially starting out, the small guy, everyday average working man that just wants to build a business, just wanted to get started. This is going to help them out. So first thing you want to get is your roles. You need your dispatcher, you need a driver, and like I say, you need your accountant or a manager. What are the roles of a dispatcher? Dispatcher role is to find and book the loads, the one communicating with the brokers and shippers, your BOLs / POD, your rate cons, and your dispatch sheets. Do all your data entry. Like, we use a software called Trucking Office, but it's all kind of softwares that you can use to kind of keep up with all your loads and stuff like that. Also, dispatcher is going to assist the driver when when any kind of freight issues arises or delays or anything like that. The dispatcher is going to want to be on the phone communicating with, like I say, the shipper or the receiver, just saying, hey, driver's running late, driver had a breakdown. That's the dispatcher's role. So what is the driver's role? All these roles are very important, but the driver role, he's going to be responsible for transporting the load, making sure the load gets to where it needs to be at a proper time. That's why my next line says he has to be punctual with his time for his pickups and deliveries go. He's going to have customer service skills when he gets to these different shippers and receivers. You want to look the part, you want to look good, because at the end of the day, the driver, even though you own the company, you representing your company, you representing yourself, so you want to look the part. Driver is also responsible for all of the fuel receipts. I put full. All of the fuel receipts, because you're going to use that for your IFTA. Driver should be performing every single day on that truck, because this is important. A pre-trip inspection and a post-trip inspection. Pre-trip is before you get started. Post-trip is when you get back, after the day's over, after 4 days of work, you're gonna want to do a post-trip inspection on that truck, just making sure tires, all, everything you do in the pre-trip, you want to do in the post-trip, just to make sure everything is good. You want to report any maintenance issues with your truck. You want to report that to your accountant or the manager. Also, the driver needs to maintain the ELD or the log books. That's important. Keeping up with that, because as a driver, if you're driving down the road, that's not maintained, you get pulled over, DOT stops you. If that log book is not correct, you're gonna get shut down or you're gonna get a ticket. One or the other, if not both. And the driver is also gonna be in constant communication with the dispatcher. So you wanna have a good relationship with the dispatcher, whoever that's gonna be. Driving dispatcher wanna have a great relationship. Lastly, we wanna go to the accountant or the manager. I'm gonna come on this side here. The accountant / manager. The accountant is gonna keep up with profit and loss. Just keep paying attention to the numbers. What's the company actually doing, like on a day-to-day? How's the truck making money? Monthly reports of the fleet income. That's going to be the job of the accountant / manager. Receiving all the data from the dispatcher. So all the data that the accountant is going to get from the dispatcher, the accountant wants to put that inside of a spreadsheet or something like that. Just like I say, keeping up with the numbers, because at the end of the day, it's about your bottom line when it comes to a company and what you're actually making. And someone has to be responsible and keep a close eye, an eagle eye really, on that bottom dollar, man. Also, keeping track of the maintenance costs and just monthly expenses. Again, the manager is going to keep up with that. The taxes, your IFTA, your quarterly IFTA taxes, you're going to keep up with that, and the driver is going to be responsible for keeping up with those fuel receipts to make sure that the accountant gets those. The accountant also should be holding quarterly meetings just to let the driver know and the dispatcher know, hey, this is what we're doing, this is how we're looking. We losing a lot of money here, or we doing good, we making money. Let's just keep with that same pace. Or do we need to, maybe go further, look for another area to get loads in, because we're not growing, we're not making any money in this specific area. And lastly, just a yearly overview of the company. Your accountant / manager wants to be the one to, at the end of the year, say, hey y'all, even though you're doing that quarterly, at the end of the year, you want to say, okay, this is what we made as a company. This is what we're doing. These were our expenses. We made this, we lost that. We got areas we need to do better in. And using this strategy, I found out that it really keeps down on a lot of confusion, because even if you got a driver and a dispatcher, you don't want your dispatcher having to worry about all that. This is a better way to give each specific person their role. So you need 3 people, man. I really hope this was informative. Hope you was able to get something from this, because like I said, I call this a triple threat, and it's a proven system. When I did, so before my brother came on, was me and my wife. My wife was dispatching, but my wife, she's an entrepreneur too, so she does other things. But it wasn't until my brother came on that I realized, man, all of the relief that was offered me as a driver. And like I say, with my wife, she was dispatching too, but sometimes I would dispatch if she had something else going on. So when my brother came on, he was basically the accountant and the manager. He kept up with all that. And then my wife was, she got focused on the dispatcher. It left me to just have to drive. And my days were so much smoother, man. It was a lot less stress on me, because I'm like, okay, I can focus on getting here on time and all that. Because think about this as a driver. If you driving, right, and you get to your destination, you get unloaded. Well, now you got to find the next load if you don't already have it booked. And a lot of times you don't. Now you got to find the next one. That can take, 15, 20 minutes. Whereas if my dispatcher, while I'm driving, my dispatcher is already looking for the next one and the next one. You see what I'm saying? So this is a much better system, man. This is a real strategy that really works. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, man. I'm glad to be up here sharing this with y'all. This really excites me to just do this. Bless up, man. I want to say peace and love. And again, like and subscribe. We'll see y'all on the next one. Peace.